Did you know that you can use nesting dies to make shaped cards? They are so fun and can be made in no time at all. Welcome back to another Take Two with Therese, and I've got two really fun shaped cards to share with you. Nesting dies are the perfect option for creating shaped cards because you can make them whatever shape you have. I'm going to walk you through how to actually make the card base first. I'm using the largest of the dies on both of the sets. This one is the Soda Top nesting die set, and I'm cutting 2 times out of some 110-pound Nina cardstock, so a nice strong weight cardstock. Now you want the card to be able to stand, and with this particular card it actually has these little points on it, so I thought it'd be easiest to use the points that are on the design to make it stand. And I need to be able to join the cards together, so I'm using the score tool here to create a score line. I've made it wide enough that it's going to give some stability when I join the two together. I also like to use a really nice strong holding tape, and I have come in with some liquid glue around the edges as well. You probably don't need to do that step. I'm a little bit of an over adhesiver. I over adhese everything. Anyway, so basically then I could just bend on the score line and then you can stand it. So I'm doing exactly the same with the heart shape here and creating my score line, joining them together. But you'll notice the difference here is there's no way that this is going to be able to stand up because of the point on the heart. And this can happen with many different shapes of nesting, especially like a circle. If you've got some nice circles, they make a great card, but they won't stand up. So my trick here is to cut a portion off what's going to be the back of the card, and then it's going to be able to stand up. Now, I usually do this before I join the cards together, but I got so excited about making the cards that I forgot, so I'm sharing with you here that you can actually do it afterwards. I'm using the lines on my cutting mat to make sure it's going to be nice and straight, and just marked it with a pencil and then could cut it away. Look, it stands so easy. All right, so we're going to start making the cards now. And you can decorate these any way you want, but I decided because we're coming up to Valentine's Day, it'd be fun to make some Valentine's cards. This is going to be a masculine design. So I stamped out the climbing leaves. This is a large background stamp, so I'm just using my sticky mat here to make it easier just to stamp a portion because I want to create a panel to go on the front of my shaped card. And one of my tips here is to actually keep using your nesting dies throughout your cards because they create the perfect layering panels for your design. Now I'm doing some really fast colouring with some artist markers, not doing any shading really at all, other than laying down a base colour on the leaves and then just coming in with the darker colour with like 1 or 2 swipes literally on each leaf. And I only coloured enough of the design that I needed to cut out. And I was able to use my nesting die to work out exactly where that was. I love that this set has a coordinating die. Not many of the background stamps do. And I just sort of added a little bit of interest because I want to pop it up on the front of the actual shaped card, but you don't have to do that step. So I've added some fun foam to the back of that. To make it a little bit more post-friendly, you could adhere it directly to the front of the card, and it would look great too if you used a coloured cardstock behind it. I also used one of the halftone hearts here just to make it a little bit Valentine's-y, but if you didn't want a Valentine's card, you could use a different image or a different shape, or even just use another one of the nesting shapes as a focal point in the centre. I've layered up a hugs greeting, and this is from the Versatile Greeting set, and I just layered that up I think 4 or 5 times just with some scrap die cut cardstock. And there's a little green heart there, just in case you didn't notice, from the Enamel Dots. It's the Greenfield set. I have got everything linked today that I've used for all of these designs in the description, but I've also got them linked at the blog post, and you'll find that in the description below as well. My second design is going to be for the girls, and this time this is going to be the heart design. So I only need a small portion coloured as well. This is another large stamp. It's not a background stamp, but it's a huge floral called Doodle Bouquet, and it has a coordinating simple colouring stencil. And I just love these colouring stencils. The time that it takes to add colour to a design is just, within a couple of minutes it's done, and they're so easy to line up. I use both the large and the mini blending tools just to make it a little bit easier for me. And like I said, I only needed to colour the portion that I was going to be using for my panel that I'm going to pop up on the front of the card. I did actually mount that on a second piece of cardstock to make it a little bit thicker, because I think I used the Nina 80 pound, and then I added another sentiment from the Versatile Greetings set, but this time I did it in some blush cardstock, and also added some enamel dots, and these ones came from the Cherry Blossom set. So really simple, fun, easy to make shaped cards. Have you got lots of nesting dies in your stash? If you do, take a look at them and see what shapes you can create into cards, or maybe make some gift tags. I'd like to know which one's your favourite today. Let me know in the comments below. Till next time. Bye.
Hello crafters, Jen here. For more tips, techniques, tutorials, and to discover which paper crafting products are right for you, subscribe to Altenew's YouTube channel. Make sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Thanks for watching.